Fear is a common theme found throughout the Bible, with various references highlighting different aspects of fear. From the Old Testament to the New Testament, fear is often portrayed as a natural response to the unknown, to danger, and to the power of God. In the Old Testament, fear is frequently associated with reverence and awe towards God. Proverbs 1 verse 7 states, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, fools despise wisdom and instruction." This verse emphasizes the idea that fearing God leads to wisdom and understanding. It's not about being terrified of God, but rather acknowledging His greatness and authority. Another aspect of fear in the Bible is the fear of punishment or consequences for wrongdoing. In the story of Jonah, we see how the sailors feared God's wrath when they realized Jonah's disobedience had caused a storm. This fear led them to repentance and seeking God's mercy. Fear can also manifest as a lack of trust in God's provision and protection. In the story of the Israelites wandering in the wilderness, they often succumbed to fear and complained about their circumstances, forgetting God's promises to care for them. This lack of faith led to further trials and challenges. In the New Testament, Jesus often reassures His disciples not to fear, emphasizing the importance of trust and faith in Him. In Matthew 10 verse 28, Jesus says, "Do not fear those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul. Rather fear Him who can destroy both soul and body in hell." Here, Jesus reminds His followers of the eternal perspective, urging them to fear God above all else. The Apostle Paul also addresses fear in his letters, encouraging believers to rely on God's strength and peace in the face of adversity. In 2 Timothy 1 verse 7, Paul writes, "For God gave us a spirit not of fear but of power and love and self-control." This verse reminds us that fear is not from God but can be overcome through His empowering Spirit. Ultimately, the Bible teaches us that fear is a natural human emotion, but it should not dictate our actions or decisions. Instead, we are called to trust in God's sovereignty, love, and protection, knowing that He is greater than any fear we may face. As 1 John 4 verse 18 says, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear." In conclusion, fear in the Bible serves as a reminder of our need for reverence towards God, and as a call to trust in His faithfulness and promises. While fear may be a part of our human experience, we are encouraged to turn to God in times of uncertainty and to find strength in His presence. By seeking God's peace and guidance, we can overcome fear and walk in faith and confidence. Signed, That Cray American Muslim.